Hey all, so by far the biggest mystery in the Puzzlevision saga currently is what exactly Mr. Puzzles and Puzzlevision are, and what Mr. Puzzles' motivation may be. In this video, I will present two different theories I have of what Mr. Puzzles is, and what his origins are. So the first idea I have involves the showgrounds. We know that it is linked to Mr. Puzzles, because he gifted it to SMG4 in the Our New Home episode, as can be seen by the Puzzlevision symbol appearing on its listing. We can therefore assume that Mr. Puzzles likely created the showgrounds, and it is easy enough to assume that he just created the showgrounds using his godlike powers over the SMG4 universe, like how he likely created the magical keyboard. By the way, like how the movies of last year were likely manipulated by Mr. Puzzles to create entertaining shows, I think he likely gifted the showgrounds to SMG4, so that the SMG4 cast would have a good set to create even more entertainment on for him. But anyways, there's an interesting tidbit SMG4 tells us about the showgrounds. He says it used to be used as a carnival. Perhaps this was just made up by Mr. Puzzles in the description of the showgrounds on its listing, or perhaps this was true, and maybe the showgrounds is more significant to Puzzlevision, rather than just serving to convey the show theme of this saga. What if in the past, before Mr. Puzzles for whatever reason began manipulating events on the SMG4 series, Mr. Puzzles ran the carnival that operated on the showgrounds? Perhaps this carnival was his first attempt at creating entertainment for people, but perhaps it wasn't as popular as he wished it was, sort of similar to how he is currently dissatisfied with the ratings for his shows, and so eventually it began to fail, and he had to abandon it. Maybe this failure is what eventually motivated him to move on to an even bigger entertainment project, that being SMG4, and is why he is so concerned with ratings and success. The only real evidence for this theory is the fact that the Puzzlevision symbol appeared on the listing, as while this may have just served as a hint for us that he was behind SMG4's purchase of it, and maybe he just liked leaving a signature on events he manipulated last year. Perhaps this may also suggest that the carnival once operating there was also under the Puzzlevision branding. There's also the fact that Mr. Puzzles' outfit would be fitting for a carnival leader, but his design is more likely the way it is as to reflect how he is a showmaster, in control of the SMG4 series, and is on a quest to create entertaining shows. However, the main reason I suggest this theory is because it could explain this one line from Western Spaghetti that has kept bothering me. Meggie says she has seen the Puzzlevision symbol before, but we have not seen her see the symbol in the series yet. So perhaps Meggie saw the symbol when she was a kid visiting Mr. Puzzles' carnival before it was shut down. But crucially, this theory does not help us explain why Mr. Puzzles is now interested in specifically influencing the SMG4 series to create entertainment, or why he has his godlike powers. This is where my second theory comes in. In my previous theories, I've suggested that Mr. Puzzles may be some external meta-entity influencing the SMG4 series, probably originating from the great beyond, or what we would call real life. If this is true, he would probably be some sort of program. I think all of this because this could explain his tremendous powers, like how he can seemingly create very powerful things out of thin air, and there are moments that make me think he is self-aware of what the SMG4 universe truly is, that being a world intended to create entertaining videos for a YouTube show. For example, we see him address us, the audience, directly at the end of What Fi 2023, and the only other character we see usually break the fourth wall like this is SMG4, who runs the SMG4 YouTube channel, which would likely explain his often shown knowledge of the fourth wall. But to further strengthen my point, I think there is evidence that SMG4 is also a meta-entity himself who exists outside the SMG4 universe to an extent. This is because in the lawsuit arc, we see that SMG4 is not killed by the DMCA signed by Miyamoto, unlike the rest of the OCs. Instead, he is only killed after Luke deletes the SMG4 channel in real life, perhaps suggesting that SMG4 doesn't just run the YouTube channel. but he is literally an in-universe embodiment of the channel, or at least he is deeply linked to it in some way. So if SMG4 is some sort of meta-entity, then the fact that Mr. Puzzles also displays deep knowledge of the fourth wall might be evidence that he is also a meta-entity. So what outside program might Mr. Puzzles be, and what is his goal? Well, because he is desperate for great reviews, perhaps his goal is to increase the views and reception to the SMG4 channel. So maybe Luke, in real life, downloaded some advanced AI tool, probably called Puzzlevision, but which manifests as Mr. Puzzles in the SMG4 universe, like how the SMG4 channel manifests as SMG4 in universe. I could see Luke doing this, because he was worried his channel was losing relevancy or something. You might also know from my other theories, that I suspect Clench of being a meta-entity as well. So maybe Luke has seen the harm Puzzlevision is doing to the characters, and also sees that Puzzlevision has not been that successful, but due to some contract he may have signed when purchasing the Puzzlevision AI, he is not allowed to be rid of the program. Maybe the contract even gave control and access of the channel over to the AI. Either way, this left Luke with only the option of creating some sort of counter program, which he discreetly sent into the SMG4 universe in the form of Clench. This may explain why Clench powers off before Mario pushes everyone into the basement, as he knew Mr. Puzzles was down there, and he needed to avoid being detected by him. Those are my theories, though both are heavy in speculation, based on only a few possible hints, and so I do not expect these to be overly accurate to the true answers. Thanks for watching.